Hello and welcome back to X Alert. When you're sick of the mainstream media, find out what the people have to say. BLM leader Shavonna Newsom believes that the jurors in the Daniel Penny case are racist.
Diverse Manhattan jury. Why is it? Well, it was 4 people of color. That's known typically as
I was there during jury selection.
Whether it was
black women were shut out for having unconventional hair, but there were 9 white jurors.
Sorry, is that what they said? They said it was for unconventional hair? Or you're just presuming that?
It was unconventional hair.
A juror was dismissed for having unconventional hair.
Unconventional hair.
That's made up.
No, it's not.
Who said?
No, it's not.
Which lawyer said that?
The defense attorney.
Which one? He said what?
He said that she had unconventional hair because her hair was purple, that she would have unconventional thoughts. Were you in the courtroom?
No, I was not.
For 7 weeks?
I was not. But I understand. But the idea, right?
Wait, which is it? Does she have unconventional hair because she's black or because she majored in gender studies? I've actually never even heard of a black person having pink hair, to be clear. Of course, the defense has to dismiss jurors who have pink hair. These are the idiots that actually think Daniel Penny should ever have been charged in the first place, much less go to jail. And what about the black and Hispanic people who praised Daniel Penny? You know, the ones on the train who called him a hero for saving their lives because a psychotic crackhead was coming to threaten them. Let's just be grateful that this psycho BLM woman's view of this situation was not the mainstream and that Daniel Penny was acquitted because he did nothing wrong. San Diego apparently likes illegal immigrants more than its own citizens.
Goes beyond California's existing sanctuary laws by adding an additional layer of bureaucracy that hinders local law enforcement from directly notifying ICE about illegal immigrants who are currently in our jails, and they have committed heinous crimes, including child abuse or endangerment, driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs, but only if this conviction is for a felony, possession of an unlawful deadly weapon, gang-related offenses, a crime resulting in death or involving personal affliction or great bodily injury, possession or use of a firearm in the commission of an offense, torture, rape, and kidnapping. That's the population we're talking about. So under this policy, and if a legal immigrant commits one of these serious crimes, San Diego County would be legally prohibited from directly coordinating with ICE. This effectively protects the offenders from deportation, allowing them to remain in our communities where they could cause that same harm again. And this isn't just theoretical. We have seen the devastating consequences of such policies across the nation. Barbie Larson was brutally murdered in her own home by an illegal alien gang member with a history of drug possession and burglary. He was released because of sanctuary laws. Kate Steinle was senselessly shot and killed on a San Francisco pier by an illegal immigrant with a long history of violent crime. Just months ago, I sat next to Patty Morin, a mother whose life was shattered when her daughter was raped, murdered by an illegal immigrant. Her heartbreaking testimony is something I'll never forget. A reminder that these tragedies are not statistics. They are human lives forever altered. And these tragedies are preventable, but sanctuary laws allow them to happen by allowing illegal criminals back into our communities instead of into the hands of ICE. San Diego County is already spending $5 million annually of taxpayer money to provide legal counsel for illegal immigrants facing deportation, no matter what the reason is that they're being deported.
And San Diego is supposed to be the reasonable county in California, the most conservative one. This is crazy. Imagine if they spent that much money taking care of their own homeless people, of which there are many, instead of illegal immigrants who murder, torture, rape, shoot. And to be clear, I'm not saying that all illegal immigrants murder, torture, rape, all these things. But this is a law that specifically protects the ones who do. And finally, Bill Clinton is back with a valiant defense of his criminal wife. You know, the one he constantly cheated on, not just with White House aides, but also children a lot of the time.
Mr. President, Donald Trump will be returning to the White House, unburdened by the pressure of re-election, with sweeping immunity granted to him, I believe, by the Supreme Court. and an alleged enemies list we're hearing. Do you think it would be wise of President Biden to preemptively pardon any potential targets? What about your wife, Hillary Clinton? She apparently is on Kash Patel's list.
For what?
Yeah.
Well, they got a problem with her because first, she didn't do anything wrong.
Of course.
Second, she followed the rules exactly as they were written. Third, Trump's State Department found, they remember how the emails were such a big issue in 2016? Trump's State Department found that Hillary sent and received exactly 0 classified emails on her personal device. It was a made-up, phony story.
Yeah.
So, you know, I guess if Kash Patel is determined to make one up, he could do it. But I think if President Biden wanted to talk to me about that, I would talk to him about it. But I don't think I should be giving public advice on the pardon power. I think it's a very personal thing. But
I don't think you should be giving pardon advice at all, private or public, considering you pardoned your brother on the last days of your presidency. But regardless of that, don't you just love it when Bonnie and Clyde come to each other's defense? I love it because it's so easy to disprove the lies that they spew at you.
Classified. I did not email any classified material to anyone. There is no classified material.
110 emails in 52 email chains have been determined by the owning agency to contain classified information at the time they were sent or received.
I provided all my emails that could possibly be work-related.
Several thousand work-related emails that were not among the group of 30,000 emails returned by Secretary Clinton.
I thought using one device would be simpler.
She also used numerous mobile devices to send and to read email.
There were no security breaches.
It is possible that hostile actors gained access to Secretary Clinton's personal email account.
It was my practice to communicate with State Department and other government officials on their .gov accounts.
Hostile actors gained access to the private commercial email accounts of people with whom Secretary Clinton was in regular contact from her personal account.
No doubt that we've done exactly what we should have done.
They were extremely careless in their handling of very sensitive, highly classified information.
People will be able to judge for themselves.
And judge we shall. And now for everybody's favorite part of the week, Clown Corner, where we take one of the millions of clowns on X and present them here for your pleasure.
You think Jay-Z or
probably not a good time right now.
You're silly, man. You're silly. You're wrong. You're silly, man. You're silly, man.
Go see if you can fix the wall, will you,
Fix
Shaq?
the wall, man.
Yeah. Here, back here.
Fix the
I'll
wall,
go
man.
see if I can fix the wall.
My point was
Too soon, Kenny.
My point was you think Jay-Z.
Just a little Jay-Z pedophile humor for you. Anyway, thank you so much. Like and subscribe for more. Catch you next time.